Today I'm going to show you my HVAC repair setup that I use that right now works best for me and the type of work that I do, which is mainly condenser replacements, TXV, compressor replacements, and 95% of the time these are always on the roof. So I've got the Ryobi link system so I can carry everything up in one trip but the recovery machine and recovery tank. Let's jump right in. So this top compartment is for transportation only, and what I keep in here when I'm lugging everything up to the roof is field piece probes. I don't really bring up analog gauges anymore when doing repairs because there's just no need to. I've got the clamps, everything to dial in my charge after I make my repair, and I charge via the valve core removal tools, which I'll show you later. Also got my oxyacetylene torches. I use Stay Still 15. Inside the torches, I keep soap bubbles. I don't really like these that much, but they work okay. A pair of cutters. Have sandpaper, need to re-up on this. A striker. More cutters, and a deburring tool to clean up the inside of the copper fittings that are cut out. I've got a couple of different torch sizes. I've got one for 1/2 inch and one for 3/4. I need to get a 3/8 torch bit and a 1 inch. Some even more cutters. I don't need all of those. I should have probably looked through this before I did this. And I've got a Captain Hook torch for those difficult to reach spots. And a lighter, which you're really not supposed to use on a torch set, but you can do it if you like living on the edge. That's it for my torch set. Other things I put in the top compartment is a refrigerant scale. This is an Inficon. I've had it for about 15 years and it still works. It's still good. Spray bottle of water, rags, and of course nitrogen handle, and nitrogen regulator. And I've got this nitrogen tote kit by Uniweld with a nitrogen regulator and nitrogen bottle. Also got a spray bottle of water and rags, and I keep some extra wire in here, especially low voltage wire, 24 volt wire, in case I have to rerun the low voltage on the outside. So that's it for that compartment. Let's go ahead and take a look in the 2-drawer Ryobi link I got. In the top compartment, I have a rubber mallet. Might be good for getting a old compressor that's not wanting to turn start, but it doesn't work that often. It's just mainly for show. 13/16 and 5/8 for repairing TXVs or installing TXVs. A hammer. I have zip tie cutters, a deburr and reaming tool. That's not the one I use that often. Another pair of zip tie cutters, some adjustable wrenches, and an inspection mirror. Keep in mind, I do keep my backpack, which is fully loaded of hand tools, on me when I go up to the roof and do HVAC repairs. That's a different video. In these compartments, I have a vacuum gauge, the VG64. It's not my favorite, but I have been using it for about 8 years and it's given me 0 problems. I have a yellow jacket extender where I can hook my micron gauge up to the valve core removal tools, which I have 3 of them, all made by Appian. I absolutely love these. You just gotta replace the seals about once a year, and I haven't had any problems with these. I have a service wrench, 3/8, 5/16, 1/4 inch, 3/16, many uses and HVAC repairs, and also the NitroView flow indicator, so you can purge and flow nitrogen while you're brazing to keep out that copper oxide from building up inside the pipes. more cutters. I went on a tubing cutting spree when I would consistently be looking for tubing cutters and couldn't find any. Now I got a bunch, too many, that's fine. And strapping for capacitors or whatever needs strapped in case I'm replacing a compressor and have to also replace the capacitor. The bottom drawer is kind of a mess. I've got some swage bits in here, magnifying glass for looking for leaks. I've got a fat wrench. I mainly use this for installing the contactors on new condensing units. It's just a torque wrench. That's all it is. Nothing fancy, but it works. Got to get it calibrated, I think, once a year. Got some tubing benders. I don't really like these as they only go up to 1/2 inch, but it's what I got. Another striker, some vacuum pump oil, some various fittings, and various small pieces of copper. They come in handy quite a bit. That's it for the middle compartment. As for the bottom compartment, this is where I keep my extension cords. Rooftop units gotta have extension cords. I use 2 of them. I've got 3/8 vacuum rated hoses. I've got some 1/4 inch hoses, which I use for when I'm recovering. I gotta refill this, but there's just various stuff that comes in handy. I've got some extra caps, wire nuts, crimp fittings, some low loss fittings, a thing of Schrader valve cores, and I need some more strain reliefs, some waterproof strain reliefs, and of course some extra screws. Always keep a liquid line dryer on me, never know. And last but not least, my vacuum pump. All the weight of this 29-pound vacuum pump on the bottom. And that is my current setup for rooftop HVAC repairs. I am definitely looking to make this a little more efficient, but it's worked pretty good so far. I just kind of want to dial it down by June when we really start picking up on the AC repairs. Any suggestions? I'm open to them. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dave. See you on the next one.